I don't know if everyone's seen it, this graphic, and I didn't bring copies of it. I don't know if you have it on your computer somewhere. Right, so the HR professional beginning with workforce planning, then establishing positions, writing a posting, doing targeted recruitment, we're going to hear about it, hiring the person, modifying the position, promoting the employee, providing incentive plans and rewards and rec and other kinds of total rewards, making strategic salary adjustments, engaging in performance management, doing organizational development and review as restructuring occurs, dealing with employee relations issues as there might be the need for that, and discipline, and then obviously the separation of the employee. So I don't know if, I mean, that's the generic. I don't know, I could certainly talk a lot more about it, but the point being is that as an HR professional, you're going to support all of these functions, and your ability to find resources around all of them are important. We look at, just based on what it looks like, on average, if you support 200 to 300 employees, you will expect to have 30 to 45 recruitments and hires, 75 to 115 position actions, 17 to 25 employee relations cases, and 40 to 60 special comp actions in the course of any given year. And you will help to facilitate the annual performance cycle, the compensation merit process, workforce planning, as we'll discuss, succession planning and development, and career development as well. So that's all, and there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's enough for the purposes of this
I think
conversation.
so. I think what would be nice to add, so a lot of what we're hearing in the School of Medicine right now.
Yeah, she said one of these people
A lot of what we're hearing in the School of Medicine right now, which I think is a really useful model for us, as we go around, we're speaking with the administrators and we're speaking with the leaders about what's the shift that they see in their practices. They're saying healthcare is really changing from the treatment of disease. Each individual person comes in and they are sick and we are treating that person, to a focus on population health. And that's a pretty radical paradigm shift, and it does mean very different skill sets for physicians. And that's a sort of the kind of current change management challenge in the School of Medicine. But I think that this is really the same idea. We've moved out of an HR model of transactional oversight. I do comp actions, I do establishments, I do ER cases. Really, as a delegate, you are going to have an assigned population of 200 to 300 employees, and our expectation is that you will have a level of oversight and ownership over the health and the wellness of that population, their relationships, their career progressions, their organizational goals, what are their challenges, what are their needs, what's their culture. And really part of enabling you to do that is that we train you on all of these functional pieces, right? We train you how to functionally move someone all the way from position establishment, recruitment, hiring, through to separation and offboarding. So we functionally train you on that, but we train you on that so that those functions are second nature. You're not thinking about them every time. You're not inventing a new checklist for an onboarding of a new employee because no checklist exists. We have to take more responsibility as a central function for giving you the tools you need to handle all of those functions smoothly and easily, so that you can really focus your creativity and your professionalism on your population. What does your population need? Right. Hey Marnie, you're a wonderful resource for all this stuff. I'm having this issue. I see it coming. It's not an ER case yet, but I can tell that there's a lot of tension in this lab or in this area, or there's lab. Help me better help them, right? Like, let's anticipate some of these problems, or let's do some coaching. We really want to give you the resources you need to fully focus on all the complexity of the life cycle pieces in your area. And so I think that that's actually a very new way of training, and we've never really done that before. Even in HRCS, you learned ER by sitting with somebody who did ER, and you learned, position actions from sitting with Angelique or something. We even trained like that. And so I think this is a shift, I think, for all of us, right, is that heroic efforts have gone into just doing your job, right. And everyone's invented at the local level. We need to do a better job as a central office of giving you the resources so that you can, really add that value to your work, to your population.
And so here, to sum it all up, when you first graduate, you want to be the perfect HR professional. Get to know your customers, explain things to them, make them comfortable. Then you get overwhelmed with tasks and everything starts slipping away. The first day, you you spend as an HR professional in our new model, you're going to say, I saw the HR professional I wanted to be.
That's it.
That's it.
Brilliant. Okay, so moving